Good morning, and today I'm going to show you how to do a buttonhole on a Janome Skyline S7. So the first thing that you're going to need to do is get over to the buttonhole settings, and how you do that, excuse me, I'm trying to get it where you can see everything, is you hit this little arrow button down here twice, and you will go into your buttonhole settings. So I'm making the determination that I'm just going to, make your plain buttonhole. There are numerous kinds of buttonholes that you can make, so refer to your manual about them. You can even sew on buttons. But I'm, say, going to make number 3. Now, let's change over here a little bit. As you can see, this is your buttonhole foot, and some of you have seen this and probably wondered what this is. This particular thing is used in connection with your buttonhole foot for when you're doing really thick fabrics, like wools that you would do coats and stuff like that. You put this base plate on, and it just helps it keep it stable as the buttonhole sewing. So take that off, because I'm just going to be using this piece of cotton. I do have a piece of iron-on stabilizer on the back. I try to do that when I'm doing my buttonholes. And I also have marked on here where I want the start of the buttonhole to be. This is like one of those iron away pins. It's a friction pin. So I just do that to show where I want to start it. So if I'm like doing a shirt or something, I can line these up and I can get it spot on every time. I'm going to be using this particular button right here, and if you don't know how to operate your buttonholer, it's kind of hard, it's stiff, it's supposed to be that way so your button doesn't pop out. But you open it up, you put your button in, and you close it back up so your button doesn't fall out, and this will measure the button. Now if you reach, let me move this around here a little bit if you can, back here there's a lever that you need to push down as a gauge for making your buttonholes. So let me go ahead and change out my foot. Now, since this is a closed foot, you want to get this upper thread below before you start. Down and up once, and then slide your fabric through, and now both of the threads are up and in the back. So what you do is you would go ahead and get your design to where you can see the actual crosshair that you marked in, and this looks pretty close. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to right now unplug the foot pedal, and we're just going to hit the start stop button. Whoops, got to finish pulling this down. This right here is the gauge, and it hits the back part of the buttonhole foot, so it'll make your buttonhole. I am using black thread so that it'll show up on this, so let's give it a go. And there's your buttonhole. So you can actually use the foot pedal when you do your buttonholes, but if you do make sure that you keep your foot on the pedal until it is completely finished. Otherwise, I mean, if you stop in the middle of your buttonhole and start over again, it will act as if it's starting a new buttonhole. So when you're finished, make sure that you move this gauge back up into the proper storage position so that you don't break it off. Hope this helped you get over some fears of maybe doing some buttonholes on your Skyline. Have a good day, everyone. Bye.